Hey guys, Thrive here. So this is going to be a bit of a different video. Now I know a lot of you have come here to hear me talk about when we should expect the next DLC for Planet Zoo, and we will talk about that in a moment, but we actually have something more important to talk about. So I keep promising new gameplay, and trust me, this is important, this is going somewhere, just keep listening, but I have been promising new gameplay, new Planet Zoo gameplay on my channel for a while, and I'm really sorry that I have not been able to deliver that, but it takes me a long time. I've been building up my skills, and I was so close to getting a new project done when my Steam account got hacked. And little did I know, this actually ended up paying tribute to this whole entire virus organization I got thrown into. And I'm not going to quickly, but I'm going to explain this story so you can watch out for your own safety and all your information and everything, so you don't end up becoming a victim of these people just like me. So yeah, I'll go ahead and explain exactly what happened. This is not scripted, this is just me coming off of everything that I've experienced. So a couple nights ago, sorry, I was playing Planet Zoo, right? Trying to wrap up this new project that I was so excited to make a video about. And again, I'm really sorry I wasn't able to deliver that, but good reasons. I got this message from someone I knew who was a part of the Planet Zoo community. Their name was Immortal Secretary. I knew them, they were just another fellow Planet Zoo player, everything was fine, and they ended up starting a conversation with me, and it led to them telling me that they had accidentally reported me for illegally purchasing something. And that was concerning, right? And of course, me being tired at that time and concerned, I fell for it. I fell for these people, and an Immortal Secretary led me to this supposed Steam community developer who could help me clear my name on the report so nothing bad happens, because my account was supposedly going to be deleted in 12 hours. So of course I was just concerned. I got in touch with them, and they started asking me questions that didn't really seem scammy, nothing bad. They asked me to take a screenshot of the conversation I had with Immortal Secretary so they can see that it was real. All these questions that never asked for any personal information, hence why I believed them. But they were clever, because they then told me that they wanted me to log out of Steam so they could put it through this process to erase the file, and we had to go to Discord to talk about it. At that point, I should have realized that that was not real, because a Steam community developer would not have you go to Discord or any other social media website to talk with you. It would be on Steam, where Steam support is. So, and then from there, things escalated. They had me do a bunch of random stuff, and they ended up getting control of my computer. Not my computer, sorry, my Steam account. They got control of my Steam account because I fell for them. They sent an email to my account's email, and I read it to them, and then from there, they, again, hacked my account, logged me out of it, and they tried to get me to buy a $100 gift card because they said that would fix everything. At that point, I knew this was a scam. At that point, it was too late for my account. They had hacked it. I didn't thankfully fall for that $100 gift card thing, because I was like, why do I have to pay $100 for this? Why not a $5 gift card or something? Because I did believe at the moment that they were real. And they're like, no, it has to be $100 or more. Anyway, to sum it up, eventually the conversation stopped. I never ended up giving them the money, but they did hack my account. And that was just a couple days ago. Since then, I have gotten in contact with the actual Steam support, and we've been working this out. Eventually, they were able to hand me, just actually literally 20 minutes ago, I finally got my new password for my for my account, and I was able to get back in, and everything's fine. My account is fine right now, but here's the scary thing. They used my account to get the next person. The exact same conversation that was started with me from Immortal Secretary, they used my account to start the next conversation. So basically, they are a virus organization. Whatever they are, wherever they're located, I don't know, but they're doing what a real virus would do. They go into a host, hack that host, and use that same host to get the next host, and continue this over and over again. It's a virus. And I'm glad to have worked with Steam. Hopefully they can catch and destroy these people, because they are causing mayhem. Technically, they are secretly, very silently hacking people, convincing them to give them money, and moving on to the next victim. It's terrible, and so I'm going to tell you exactly what to do to avoid these people, so that you don't become a victim like I did. So if you get a message on Steam, no matter even if it's from a person you know or someone you don't know, if you end up getting a message that says, "Sorry to disturb you, can we please talk for a minute?" That's exactly how the conversation was started with me to hack my account, and the same conversation they used my account to start with the next victim. If you get that message, "Sorry to disturb someone," or sorry to disturb you, can we talk for a minute? If you get that message, do not answer it. That is a scam, and it's terrible, and I'm really glad I'm finally got my account back. I can finally continue playing, hopefully finally uploading content, gameplay content in a little bit. But this was an important thing to talk about, and I hope you guys stay safe on Steam. It's a great place to be, but there are people out there that just don't care. And something like that needs to be avoided. So I gave you guys exactly what you need to do. If you get a message, like I said, do not answer it, and we should all be fine. Okay, I'm so glad that's over with. Again, really sorry that that's not what you came here to hear, but I needed to say it. Now let's talk about Planet Zoo. Okay guys, so Planet Zoo. When's the next DLC? Now, about a month ago, I made a video titled "New DLC on the way," and there is one. I can tell you that right now. I've gotten some messages from Frontier. But anyway, though, there is a new DLC on the way. Don't know what it is, but I mentioned in that previous video when it was added to the Steam DB that we should be expecting it in July. I think a lot of us were under the impression that July was the time to do it, because at that point it had been 3 months since the South American pack, and that's usually the time for a new DLC. Unfortunately, though, it's obvious at this point that there is not going to be a DLC this month, which really sucks, but there are probably some good reasons. So let's first talk about why there hasn't been a DLC this month, and then we can talk about when we really should expect it. Well, first off, one of the big reasons that play a role in how long we've had to wait for has got to be the virus. I'm going to say it, but COVID-19 has delayed a lot of people around that time. Around the same time that it started and quarantine became a thing was around the same time they most likely began working on the next DLC. I know sometimes game developers like to overlap with new content, you know, like at the same time they began working on whatever this next DLC is, they were finishing up the South American pack. This whole entire thing, COVID, got bad and quarantine started basically just before the South American pack launched, just a couple weeks before, so I'm sure that delayed them, it affected them, it makes sense, it affected everybody. Now, another really good reason as to why it's taken so long, and this reason is actually pretty exciting if you think about it, is the fact that this DLC is most likely the biggest one we've had yet. I would not be surprised if it is at least $15, maybe more, with a lot more content than the previous two, because that's just how game developers usually like to work. You go a couple smaller DLCs, then a big one, and then that same pattern over and over again. It's a good way of doing it. So again, this could be a bigger pack, most likely. So no matter what, they probably would have taken longer on it. Now, as far as why, or like what kind of DLC would cause a longer amount of time, Australian. I think we all are thinking it. An Australian pack, it feels like that's what it is. It feels like that. It feels like it's going to be an Australian pack to me. I don't know why, but every day I keep checking Twitter, expecting to see an update first, and then like a bit of a teaser to an Australian pack or something like that, because I think that just makes a lot of sense. It's time for that. Who knows for sure, but I'm sure we don't have to wait a whole lot longer. So as far as when exactly to expect it, I think we all can agree that it will most likely be out in August. Obviously not this month, though they may announce it this month, and I highly doubt September, because it's been too long, and I'm sure they don't want to keep us waiting a whole lot longer. I'm very certain that they're almost done. Every time they add a new DLC onto the Steam DB, it usually means it's about a month away from being done, and so it was added on the Steam DB about a month ago. So it should be about time to see this new DLC. As far as days that we could expect it, I would have to say August 4th is the first Tuesday of August. The other day was August 11th. That's the other Tuesday. So, what I would say makes the most amount of sense, because again, this has got to be very soon, I would say that maybe this weekend, there's a good chance they can still announce the DLC. I'm sorry, announce the update and then announce the DLC not too long after that. They could probably announce the update on the weekend, and then on July 28th, which is one of the days I thought it could be launched on, they could announce the DLC, and then we get the DLC on August 4th. Or the same thing, only a whole week later. So we'd get the DLC on August 11th, but it's announced on August 4th, because I just have a really good feeling by the end of the first 2 weeks in August, we will have whatever this new content is. Of course, I could be wrong. I was wrong about July, I think we all were, but who knows? Again, it's the timing is far past this. It's about 4 months now since the past DLC. They're going to they have to do some new content. We've just been waiting for way too long. So yeah, very soon we should expect new Planet Zoo content. Let me know what you guys think it will be. Again, I suspect an Australian pack now more than ever, if not African. And I do believe we should expect this new DLC from early to mid-August. Hopefully no later. If not, definitely not. Definitely sometime by the end of August, we should expect something. So anyway, though, this has been a bit of a different video, but hopefully I'll get some new gameplay going soon since I got my account back. Let me know what you think about the issue I went through, and hopefully I've helped you. So if you come across this issue, you can save yourself and all your personal information like I wish I could have, but oh well, right? It's life. You get knocked down, you get back up. Anyway, though, for the last time, thank you all so much for watching. Again, let me know what you think, and I will see you all in the next one. Goodbye.